Yo, what's up with y'all, boys and girls, man? Hey, Jay Briggs here on this beautiful Money Making Sunday here with the Pig Dogs Morning Show. Here 365, man. Here to give you guys our opinions, our thoughts on everyday sports action. We got a lot of action today. We got 15 games from Major League Baseball. We got 5 games from the WNBA. We got the 2 best words in sports. Game 7. So NBA Finals. So, man, we're here to break it down. Today's also a huge celebratory day for us, man. Yesterday, we passed a humongous milestone, 250,000 subscribers, man. What an accomplishment. What an accomplishment, man. And, yeah, we got somebody special here with us today to help us celebrate. Carrie.
Hey, good morning, Pick Dogs family. I got to go quick because this is melting. I had to bring this in honor of this amazing Pick Dogs family. Can y'all see this? Okay.
I'm so scared. I am so scared of the stability of it.
Mitch's favorite, Fudgy the Whale, and it says, thanks, 250,000. So Sam and I, he's over here just going crazy, came on to... Sorry, it's already melting. Came on to say thank you, Pick Dogs family. I can't believe that we are here at this huge milestone. The amazing support and your faithfulness to this community has just been so appreciated. And so these handicappers that work so hard, that are carrying on Mitch's legacy and just working 7 days a week to bring and put you guys on winners, it's just really touches my heart. You know, it's been a tough 7 months for me without Mitch, as I know it has been for you guys. So just it's a celebration today. So I had to go get Fudgy the Whale, and I had to come on and just thank everybody, not only the handicappers, but we have great phone sales. We have people behind the scenes, and let's not forget our amazing new website that just got launched with just the best handicapping tools and best technology that's out there. So go check us out, and thank you for your continued support. And thank you guys for showing up every day and doing what you do to keep this moving on. You guys are amazing, and we thank the community too. So, all right, Chris, now I have to stay on for just a few more minutes to see what you got for us.
Yeah.
And we got Wayne with us today, Jovan, and of course the franchise player, Chris Ruffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, man, oh man. What we got, man? What we got for folk today?
I can't compete with Fudgy the Whale because I decided, you know what? For 250,000, I got to put some effort into this. So I decided I was going to make my cake, and it looks like it was made by someone who's visually impaired. So thankfully, it's probably going to taste better than it looks. And if this ends up on the floor, I won't be sad.
Well, listen, Fudgy the Whale is melting. But sincerely, please know how much I appreciate all of you. And what a celebration, what an accomplishment. So thanks for being here every day. So I'm going to let these guys put you on some winners today. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you.
Take care, Carrie.
All right, thanks, guys.
Money Making Sunday. A lot to be excited for, man. A lot to, be excited for the future. Trying to continue to do the damn thing, ladies and gentlemen. Just trying to continue to do the damn thing. And that's what we're going to do today. Like I said at the top, we got a lot of great sports action today. And I know that's what y'all are here for. So that's what we're finna do, man. We're finna break down today's action. Wayne, good morning, my man. How are you today?
What's happening, Jay? Give me a little second. Got a couple things to say, not much. First, I want to say congratulations to that 250. Always good seeing Carrie. Always coming with great energy. Appreciate y'all Pick Dog family. As you see, Jovan, Chris, and Jay, some of the veterans, more like the engine to Pick Dogs. I'm more like the muffler, but at the same time, everybody's contributors to make sure we just put you guys on winners and make sports betting fun. So I just appreciate y'all for just tailing us, fading us, and just being part of this community. Hopefully, we can put you on some great winners today. Coming off a 1-0 day, played light yesterday. Should have went heavier because everything that I really like won. But today we're gonna be ready. Ready.
Let's do it. 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 Jovan, good morning. How you doing today, my man?
What's going on? As far as yesterday went, baseball, baseball's been baseballing all of a sudden, so I gotta get that handled. But I hit my WNBA play, got back on a horse with that because I haven't been putting out any WNBA. So low hanging fruit. I had to take it and they got the job done. The team that I backed. 250,000, hell of a milestone. Listen, when this thing started up 5 years ago, who would have ever thought it? Now we're here. Chris, he's been here from the beginning. So,
I'm part of the goddamn furniture at this point.
But with him, Rod, and the putt dogs. It can't come a long way. Next up, $1 million. Get that gold plaque.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next stop is $1 million, man. Be there before we know it, man. We'll be there before we know it. Enjoying the daily grind, though. Enjoying the daily grind. That's what makes it all worth it. That's what makes it all worth it. Franchise, what's happening? How you doing this morning, my man?
Doing all right. When you have those intrusive thoughts and you try to not let them win, but I'm really considering right now if I want to try to do the blizzard test with this plate. Tip it upside down for like a second, see if it sticks.
It will not stick. I'm gonna tell you right now.
If it's enough sugar, it might.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm scared. We got to 90 degrees. That's all that counts. No, you know what? Like we said, it's 250K is a big deal, and I kind of alluded to it when I made the post yesterday. I know a couple of us have made posts on Twitter and stuff where we were here for subscriber 1. We're going to be on the run for subscriber 1 million next, and it's been a hell of a ride. There's been a lot of ups. Some very, very evident downs, but there's only one thing I would trade it all back for, and that's to have Mitch back for 1 million. But we're doing this for him, and we got to keep it going, because it's what he would have wanted for us. So let's do it. Let's kick the crap out of the books on 250 day, man. Come on, let's beat him into submission today. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to have some cake. We're going to talk baseball. We're going to talk WNBA. I'm going to kick my feet up. All I need is my mouse to do some work. We're good.
Fair enough, fellas. Fair enough, man. Let's do it. Let's do exactly that, man. Let's make some money today. We start our day in Major League Baseball. First game on the board, we got the Bronx Bombers, the New York Yankees. -200, -190. They got Will Warren on the mound versus Dean Kramer. We got the Tampa Bay Rays and the Detroit Tigers. Casey Mize versus Zach Littell. We got my favorite team, the Texas Rangers, out on the road facing the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jack Leiter versus Bailey Falter. And we have Chris's favorite team, Toronto Blue Jays, at home, at the crib, with the Chicago White Sox rolling in, man. Money making Sunday. Chris is supposed to be right there. My fault. You go first, Chris, per usual. Franchise, how you feeling to start today?
Damn, I was about to take the first bite of the cake and see how it actually was.
My bad.
No, you're good. It's not going anywhere. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with the Yankees on the run line here. Dean Kramer, terrible on the road this season. And, you know, the Yankees, the bats finally woke up on Saturday. Kramer's just got a bloated ERA on the road. So I would take the Yankees on the run line. I'd take Aaron Judge for a home run here. He's had Dean Kramer's number for his career. So give me the Yankees, and like I said, give me the Aaron Judge home run. And give me the Blue Jays here on the run line. I think Adrian Hauser's little run to start the year is going to come to a close. The Blue Jays are playing well right now, even though, you know, they did take the loss in Friday's opener. They bounced right back far more often than not this season. The White Sox have just been a disappointment. So give me the Blue Jays. I trust their lineup more. I trust their bullpen more, and I trust them to get it done here.
Fair enough. Chris took the Blue Jays and the Yankees.
How original, Chris. How original.
Man.
Yeah.
Now it's like that some days.
I ain't did it to you in a while. You ready?
That's how you feeling.
Yeah. Jovan, how you feeling here in this first slot of the day?
I'm on the other side on the run line. I'm on Baltimore. I don't like being on the same side as Dean Kramer. But that being said, he has been pitching better. And he's pitched well against the Yankees, at least in his recent starts. You know, so coupled with the fact that Baltimore has generally been playing better as of late, better recent form, I got to take them to at the plus 1.5. You're getting at, regular juice prices, 115-ish around there. So I'll take a shot, see a 5-4 game in that one. This Detroit-Tampa Bay game is a funny game. Zach Littell, he's been known to give it up, but I don't know if the Tigers can get to them as currently, in their current form at the plate. Casey Mize on the mound. He's been showing some regression as of late, but that's one of my guys. I got a feeling this is going to be an under game. Wind's blowing in from, I believe, right field. It's hard as hell out there, even with the wind blowing in, the ball can't travel. But I'm going to take a shot at the under. Not my favorite play in the world, but I will take a shot at that.
Fair enough. Wayne, how you feeling here in this first slot, my man?
Feeling like Mitch, man. These are my guys, but right now, none of this is playing. But right now, I'm just here to fade y'all ass. I'm on the O's money line. Couple reasons, like Jovan said, but Chris mentioned that New York has been batting. They're gonna have to be more than one game for me to consider them batting. They're kind of batting terrible. They got to Eflin, but that's not enough. Will Warren and Kramer, this pitching matchup is pretty even to me. Orioles play well against the division, 11-11 against the division, while Yankees are 9-12. The Yankees have not beat the Orioles in a full series in a lot of games. I had the stats, but I don't have them off top. But it's been a while since they actually won the series. We have a 1-1. They're gonna have to show me here. And Kramer, as my guy Jovan alluded to, he has played well against New York. He's 3-0 in his last 3 against New York. Give me that plus money. Give me that plus money with the O's. This game, the line alone has me on the O's, regardless of any outside handicapping. The line alone has me on the O's in this spot. But this is a way closer game than this line suggested, so I like where I'm at with that. Here to fade Jovan's ass too. I'm on the over in the Detroit-Tampa game. Casey Mize, and as he alluded to, Little can definitely give up some. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Detroit 10-0 to the over in their last 10, 2-0 to the over in this series. Why not make it 3-0 in this series? Bullpens, don't trust them. Both of them have about a 4.0 ERA as of lately. Don't trust these starting pitching, and Tampa's bats have been high. It's fish grease right now. So we're going to take the over. And I got to fade Jay's Rangers. The Pirates played them tough yesterday. I was on the craps table. I watched that whole game. Pirates play best at home. Rangers struggle to hit against lefties. Jack Leader on the mound. He's given up 5 runs in his last 2 games. Bailey Falter only giving up about 2 runs in his last 2 games. Pirates with the pitching advantage. Like I said, small batting advantage with the Rangers having a lefty on the mound and on the road. Give me the Pirates as a home favorite. Light home favorite.
If you want, I'll drop my pants and I'll turn around and I'll show you what I think of Dean Kramer. It's essentially the same thing.
He's been playing a little better lately. He'll still give up his 2-3 runs. That's better than 5-6. For some reason, the O's like to back him. Even when he gives up those 6-7 runs, they still win. He gets the wins under his belt. He sucks, but he gets the wins under his belt.
That might be the perfect description. He sucks, but he still wins here.
Yeah.
First, you're crazy as hell if you've been on them Pirates today. They some shit. I'm taking my Rangers. We done found a little something here on this road trip, and I think we get another one. I think Jack Leiter will be just fine here. Bailey Falter. While I would lean towards an under, these two teams haven't been able to hit really anything over the last couple, weeks. I still think the Rangers salvage something here. Just to get back to 500 game. They're the better team. They're in better form. Nothing here says Pirates except for the line.
Wait. The Rangers being 7-15 as road dogs don't scream Pirates. That's down a lot of units. As a
What are the
Pirates as home favorites? They're 8-9, so they're down. They're under 1 game under 500, and Rangers 7-15 as road dogs. It's a nasty spot. Not saying they can't do it, but it's a nasty spot. It's a setup spot to me.
That's fair. I think this is these two teams going in opposite directions. The Rangers still have a legitimate chance. They still have everything to play for, while the Pirates pretty much mailed it in. It's not enough. It's not enough.
I ain't mad at it, Jay.
Taking my team today, man. I am taking the Rangers. We'll see how it ends up playing out. I will agree with you, though. I'm on Baltimore. All right, money line. The Yankees, they're just not in great form right now, simply put. And I think my biggest gripe with Baltimore over the past all season long has been they're overrated, overvalued. Currently 33-43. If they were playing anybody else besides the Yankees, they would have been favored. And, it's just how they've been this season. Terrible. But in a series like this, where they're actually priced decently or actually priced properly, I think in a game like this, I think this game, the Yankees, nobody will ever be more overrated and overvalued than the Yankees. Okay, nobody, ever.
Dodgers.
Not even them. Not even them. When the Yankees are mediocre, they're still going to be priced like one of the best teams in baseball. While the Dodgers, it's understandable why they're priced like they are. They genuinely have the most talent in baseball. While it was a good bounce back game yesterday for the Yankees, they dominated 9-0. Those runs don't translate over into this game. And offensively, the Yankees have been struggling. And I think Dean Kramer will have a solid outing today. It's crazy kept. Everybody knows I'm a Dean Kramer hater. I'm going to rock with him today. It's too much plus money to pass up with the Orioles, who are, I would say they're coming out of their best stretch of the season, but still close enough to it to where I think they can do enough in a spot like this at a really good plus money price. Yankees just coming out of one of their worst stretches. Baltimore just coming out of one of their best. I don't think the value in this game is truly priced appropriately. Give me Baltimore. That's how I got there. So, we'll see. That's all I really love here in this first slide. We keep it rolling, fellas.
Hey, Jay.
What's happening?
You're a wrestling fan, right?
Yes.
1 word, 4 letters. Mm-hmm.
Orioles. Trash.
Yeah. Just had to.
They got me today. Let's see. We keep rolling. We got the money Marlins of Miami. They're battling it out today with the Atlanta Braves. Bryce Elder versus Sandy. Sandy, do you get your shit together today? Is the multi-million-dollar question. We got the Brewers and the 50-50 Twins. Quinn Priester versus Festa. We had the Cincinnati Reds and the St. Louis Cardinals. Andrew Abbott versus Miles McCullough. And we got the Mariners versus the Chicago Cubbies. Colin Ray versus Logan Gilbert. This is a really good slot today.
Spot.
Man, really good slot. Jovan, you up first here in it, man. How you feeling?
I'm on the Marlins. I'm gonna take that plus money at home. I mean, the question is, can Sandy Alcantara, continue his slow progression back to form? Now, it's not really saying much because he's not pitching dominant. That's for damn sure. But he's showing signs, and that's all you could ask for. The type of injury he's had, they said that it's gonna take a full season, to get back into form. So, not that he's looking the best, but he's going up against Bryce Elder, who's due to give up some runs. So he's, good for some runs. So I'm going to take a shot at that slight plus money and back the Marlins. Can the Twins avoid the sweep? I don't want to be on the side of David Festa, but, I'm thinking that they do. They're 2-8 last 10. Like Jay always mentions, they're the 50-50 Twins, and when they're streaking like this, you fade them. And I get all that, but damn, you're gonna get swept out by Milwaukee with Quinn Priester on the mound. Who's erratic. I'll bank on them to salvage one. Yeah, I'm on the Twins, and that's begrudgingly.
Fair enough. Wayne, how you feeling in this slot, my man?
Yeah, I'm always glad when I come on here and agree with my fellas because it makes me more confident in his bets. But I like Miami as well. As Jovan alluded to, Sandy's been kind of creeping back into old form after getting blasted. And he's if you really think about it, the last couple seasons he had a rough start to the season. He's kind of just gotten better gradually through the season. Some pitchers do that. There's a lot of pitchers that just for whatever reason they start the season out very rocky and kind of just level out into form. So you got to watch for those pitchers. Can't just call every pitcher trash all year because of a bad first start of the season. But on the other side, I'll tell you what pitcher is trash all year, and that's Bryce Elder. And backed by a Braves team that doesn't really play well on the road. The line is a line for a reason. If they really felt like the Braves would win, in my opinion, this line would be 160, 175. Why is it only 130? Yeah, I'm taking Miami money line in this spot. That's it. Now, this slide is a tougher slide, actually. 50-50 on a lot of these games right now. I'm curious to hear Chris and Jay's. Hopefully, they got some opinions on some of these other games in this time slot.
Fair. To just echo what y'all saying, y'all know where I'm at, man. Y'all know where I'm at. On the money Marlins. Turn me up, Marlon. Mama, that man on the mound today. Y'all know I'm one of the biggest proponents of the Sandy fan club. My man has started to get his shit together of recent, and I think tonight will be another good outing. I love fading the Braves on the road. This would have been one of the more profitable things we've done this season. The Braves this season, 13-25 on the road this season. While the Marlins aren't great at home, 16-24, I think they can get the Elder offensively today. I think Sandy will be serviceable, and I think it's, like Wayne said, just line reading. The value here on Miami is too good to pass up. So Sandy, like I said the last time we saw him, he's starting to audition for the Dodgers. The Dodgers are coming to get him. And I think he has another good outing today. So I'm on the money Marlins money line at home at the crib. I'm fading the Twins. I'm fading them. I'm on the Brewers. Bring out the brooms. Twins are just slumping right now. When they're slumping, I'm on the other side. They just stack L's in bunches. That's my handicap when it comes to the Twins. The problem, you can look at a lot of numbers with the Twins and come out with a lot of good things about them, but I don't know. They just until they win 2 games in a row, until the Twins win 2 games in a row, I'm fading it.
It's a good strategy. It's a pretty good strategy.
Until they win 2 games in a row, I'm fading it. So Brewers at the value has been really good this series. I believe that was my play of the day yesterday was the Brewers. I'm going right back to him today. I see no reason not to. Priestler is not my favorite option. I am higher on him than some people are. But Brewers. That's really all I got. Cincinnati and the Cardinals. I think this is a tough game. The Cardinals have earned that respect at home. I've said that a lot this season. 24-14. The Reds 19-21. The Reds are just now coming out of one of their best stretches of the entire season. We saw them lose again yesterday. Do they get swept here by the Cardinals? I'm gonna say yes. I know the line is funky. They got the Reds favored here. Miles McCullough is not one of my favorite options. Andrew Abbott has been lights out this season, but the Reds are kind of like the same team as the Twins. They're a streaky team. They're not as volatile as the Twins. Oh, my camera. It's been a long morning. But I like the Cardinals here. It's 2. At even money, Cardinals, as good as they've been at home, and with the Reds now, their Linsanity run over. I'm on St. Louis. So that's where I'm at. Chris, how you feeling?
Your camera couldn't even look at you with a straight face saying that. I'm taking the Reds here. Which pitcher do I trust more here? Andrew Abbott or Miles Michaelis? Andrew Abbott. I mean, on the road, 1.45 ERA, 140 opponent's batting average. Miles Michaelis ERA over 5 at home. Both these teams are hitting, the opposing pitcher's hand really well. I mean, the Reds are really crushing righties. The Cardinals doing well against lefties. Like I said, trust Abbott more. Trust the Reds to be able to get it done against him here. I think Andrew Abbott is one of the more underappreciated and sort of under the radar options in the National League that no one's really talking about. So I'll take a shot on him here. Braves Marlins, I swear to God, if Sandy gets me today, I'm taking the Marlins. But if he burns my ass, he's we're shipping him off to Chicago and pulling the Aaron Savali treatment. Talk shit, you end up on the White Sox. So, Jay, you know what I see right now?
Oh, wow. I've been talking this whole time. I said he's going to be on the Dodgers. He's going to be a key reason why they make the World Series. And ultimately, they're still going to lose it to Texas Rangers. So, yeah.
So, give me the Marlins. I'll take a shot on him here. But like I said, if Sandy gets me, oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to be screaming profanity later. Give me the Brewers. Fade infested the Molesta. Yeah, he's been good at home. Problem is, the Twins haven't been good anywhere right now. Twins haven't been good over the last 2 weeks. They're a streaky team. You when they're losing, you fade them until they start to win a couple games. When they're on a hot streak, you back them until they lose a couple. And right now they're on one of those slumps. The Brewers are just playing well right now. So I'll take a shot on the Brewers. Mariners Cubs is a home run game for me. I'm taking Cal Raleigh, Ian Happ, same game parlay, each to hit a home run. Yeah, give me the Raleigh, Ian Happ home runs.
Oh yeah, we hit that yesterday too.
He did.
Definitely did hit that.
He did. I did see that.
Sure. I had the notion of the match it up with Ralphie Devers home run, but didn't do it. Forgot about it.
Did Devers end up getting right yesterday?
Ended up getting right with a 2-run shot. Day late and a dollar short for me, but
Same. The day I took him, he go 0 for 5.
Hey, I got a quick question for you fellas. I kind of lean with y'all. I forgot Jovan had the Twins. Lean with y'all with the Brewers. But what y'all think about this over? I know it's a little high at 9.5, but I think we can all agree these pitches are pretty bad. I do think that the Twins can get on the board. I don't know if they can get on the board enough to get the win, but I feel like the bats for both teams is decent right now. And like y'all, we all pretty much alluded to these pitchers with Priester on the mound and Feaster. Think that 9.5 is a little bit too high, Chris and Jay and Jovan, as far as the over?
I can see some Festa. It wouldn't surprise me if he got cranked. So I don't know if I trust Minnesota offensively right now to get me up and over. So I personally would probably leave it alone.
I would say if I'm playing anything in that game, it might be Brewers team total over.
Same.
I trust them, but right now in the last 5, the Twins are hitting just 209 against righties. Brewers are hitting 324. So between 2, 4, and 5 options in their respective rotations, if that. I would think I could probably trust the Brewers to get to Festa more than the Twins to get to Priester in their current form. But
yeah, I usually stay away from 9.5.
Yeah, it's a tough number to bet the over. That 9.5 scares me too, but I feel like the over should. I wouldn't be surprised if it's over in the first 6 innings too, but that 9.5 does kind of shake me.
Realistically, the matchup that I thought was going to be the best pitching matchup of the series, Mike Wazowski and Joe Ryan saw 23 runs by the end of it. So
you never know.
Yeah, you don't.
The layup session is posted. The jam session is posted. Both up. So, and we'll get to them here on this show momentarily. Appreciate all 800 of y'all, man. That's live right now. Smash that like button for us. Smash. Share with a friend. And let's keep it rolling, fellas. Money making Sunday. Plenty of action under the stars tonight. We're still in Major League Baseball. Next game up, we're heading to the Rockies. We're heading to Denver, where the Arizona Diamondbacks are huge favorites. Brandon Pfaadt and Sensatella. Here in that one, we got the Giants and the Red Sox. Lucas Giolito versus Robbie Ray. We got the Guardians and the Athletics. Cincinnati versus Pete Sears. And last game of the slot, we got the Angels, Mr. Hendricks, not Jimmy, but Kyle, versus Gusto for the Astros. I'm up first here, right? Or is it Wayne? Did you go first last?
Nah, Jovan went first last time.
Yes, sir, it's you.
All right, San Fran and ain't in this one. Is it San Fran and the Rays? It's in the next slot.
San Fran and the rest.
And Boston. Sorry.
Yes, it is. It's right here.
Okay, all right, yeah. That's the game I want to speak on in this time slot. I got a lot of premiums today, so I got to kind of pick wisely. I kind of threw y'all one out there already. Y'all can dive through and see which one it is, try to guess which one it is. But as far as this time slot, I got the Giants. I'm rolling back with them. That was my play of the day yesterday. Just not a Giolito fan. I know he can show up in spots. Definitely like Robbie Ray. And on the flip side of that, Robbie Ray, he has his spots where he can give them up. But I trust the Giants in this spot. Normally under game, if Giants can keep it close, like I feel like they can, they're priced well, and they can get this win in the latter half, even if the good Giolito does show up. But I don't think he does. I think Robbie Ray wins the early pitching matchup. San Fran gets to them early, and San Fran cruises to a solid victory at a solid price in this spot.
I would agree with you. I would just go San Fran money line behind Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray has earned that respect. The Giants have played really well behind him this season. The Giants have played their best baseball at home this season, 24-14. Red Sox below 500 on the road at 18-21. Red Sox look good in game one, but the Giants bounced back, got it done yesterday. I think the Giants take the series. Appreciate y'all for endeavors. Appreciate y'all for the series win. I think it's ultimately how it plays out. So give me San Fran straight. It's a pretty hefty price to pay. It's growing. It grew since I made these graphics. I make these graphics really early in the morning, y'all. So lines may move a little bit by the time we get to showtime, but y'all get the premise. The Giants for me here in that one. I've been trying to catch those Diamondback. I've been trying to catch those Rockies, man. I've been trying to catch them, bro, and they haven't been rocking with me. Today's the day where I don't bet this game and they win it outright money line. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna piss me off. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Give me the Rockies one more time, money line. I think Fox can get touched up here on the road in the Rockies. This is somebody who we question sometimes anyway. So in the Rockies today, it wouldn't surprise me if Colorado got to them. Colorado batting is not batting all that bad. They're just not pitching all that well here in this homestand either. I think they can do enough offensively. Sensatella, not my favorite option in this starting rotation, but I think this is going to be a fun, high-scoring offensive game. Yesterday's game wasn't as high-scoring as the first one, but I think this one will be more close to that first one. Give me the over. Give me the Rockies in Coors today. And small lean for me on the Oakland Athletics and JP. The reason it's just a lean is because the homeless, they've been terrible at home all season long. It's hard to bet this team at home, 15-26. The Guardians, it's not like they're dominant on the road. They're just near 500. Attacking plus money with plus money demon JP Sears is what makes me want to do it. JP 500 basically this season, even pitching for the A's, even pitching at home. So he's been just about as good as advertised. We know the spots where we can take him. And I think today's one of those spots. So give me the Athletics money line here in this one. How you feeling, Chris?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the let's see here. I just lost my spot. Give me the A's in the first 5. The problem for me, the problem with the A's even when they were on that huge losing streak was never the offense, it was the bullpen. They would have games where their starters would pitch well, and then the bullpen would just let it get away. Now JP Sears, maybe not that pitcher because he's had a lot of games where he's been roughed up, but the Guardians just can't hit lefties right now. And I think that they struggle here. I'm going to take the A's in the first 5. Give me the alternate first inning over in Arizona, Colorado, over 2.5 at plus 250, 3.5 at plus 650. I think there's going to be runs in the first inning of that game, maybe 2-2, something like that. So give me the over in the first inning there. And I'm going to take the Red Sox. I think the value here is completely on the Red Sox. They've been crushing left-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks, hitting 252. Lucas Giolito, I am not a Lucas Giolito fan by any stretch of the imagination, but
you love Lucas Giolito.
I'm about to say, I thought that was your favorite pitcher, Chris.
You love Lucas Giolito.
I love him as much as a case of hemorrhoids. I do not love Lucas Giolito at all. But the split on Giolito, if you dive into the numbers, it's night and day. At home at Fenway, an ERA close to 6. On the road, an ERA around 1.5. His opponent's batting average is exactly half of what it is at home. Get that shit off the screen.
You love somebody.
I'm glad Aaron Savali ended up in dumpy ass rate field. Damn White Sox. Talk shit. See what happens. Yeah, his opponent's batting average on the road is like 181, and at Fenway it's like 370. So teams are hitting Giolito at Fenway, but on the road, pitcher friendly ballpark. The Red Sox bullpen in the last 7 days, second best in baseball, 1.19 ERA. I think the Red Sox can get it done here. Giants have scored 3 runs or less in 4 of their last 5. I'll take the Red Sox.
Fair enough.
Can I say one thing about this before we move on to the next game? Jay?
Go ahead.
Oh, I agree with Jay on the Rockies. Kind of slipped my radar. I got like 6 or 7 pitchers, and 2 of them are on the mound today. That when they're playing great teams, they actually play better than the public perception of them. Kramer and Fade that. But on the flip side of that, when they're playing bad teams, when Kramer's playing the White Sox and he's minus 160, it's a definite stay away because I know the potential for him to suck. But when you have Kramer getting plus 200, plus 170, he's actually a pretty strong pitcher when it comes to playing these top teams. And I feel the same way about Fade that. When Fade that's playing the Dodgers or something, and you're getting him at and you're getting Fade that at plus 140, he's actually a decent option. But in spots like this, there's no way I can lay minus 200 with Fade that. It's an automatic take the Rockies. So I agree with Jay on the Rockies. You just got to be careful with some of these pitchers. They play good against good teams, and then they let you down against teams that they should have no reason to lose to.
Javon, how you feeling here?
Yeah. Remember when I said tread lightly on that over in Colorado? Not today. We're gonna take that over at 12.5. We don't got a swing and miss pitcher on this one. We got Sensatello on the mound, and he's gonna give it up. On the other side, we got Brandon Fett, otherwise known as Fade That, as Roger Wacky would say, and it's just a situation where I think the bat's gonna connect to the ball a lot. Gonna see some home runs fly out, and it's gonna produce a lot of runs. So, given the two pitchers on the mound that's starting, and then the bullpens coming into play, this has a chance to be one of those 8-7 type of games, or one of these teams get to the double digits as far as runs. So, I'll take the over with confidence. We're gonna roll with San Fran. Well, actually, no. What we're gonna do is no, I can't. So here's the thing. We're gonna scrap the side because I think it's a 1-run game regardless. So my first thought was to take the Giants, but they're not gonna win by margin. If they're gonna win, they're gonna win by 1 run. That's just the type of team they are. Robbie Ray on the mound, they usually don't, give him the adequate run support in certain spots, and quite frankly, the Red Sox, they've been crushing lefties, so the wind's blowing out is conducive for scoring runs, but I think both pitchers, Robbie Ray's been having a hell of a season. I think he does what he's been doing all season. And Giolito on the road, he's better than what he is at Fenway Park. So I think we're going to see a lower scoring game. I'm going to take the under. And with the Red Sox bullpen, their back end of their pitching staff, not giving up anything, you got to take the under. It is what it is. And only reason why I didn't make it a premium pick is because of the conditions in the ballpark. But as you saw yesterday, it was a low scoring game, so I expect that to happen again. Yeah, that's it.
Fair enough. We head to our last slot of the day in Major League Baseball, and it starts with the Kansas City Royals out of the road facing the San Diego Padres. Vasquez versus Lugo. We also got the Dodgers and the Nationals. Soroka versus Mama that man. Shohei Ohtani, he's on the mound today. How deep will he go today? I don't know. We'll discuss.
He hasn't pitched much this season, right? I don't really keep up with the Dodgers. I don't bet them. I don't bet against them. I just one of them teams. I just stay away from them.
He just started pitching in his
last game was his first
start. Yeah, so
and he only went what, like 2 innings, or not even. I think he went like 15.
So.
And last game of the night, Sunday Night Baseball, we got Peterson of the Mets versus Mama That Man. Jesus, knock Luzardo. I'm up here first in the last slot of the day. Javon, yesterday, man, what you tell me, bro?
told you that man's a swing and miss phenomenon on Merrill Kelly.
No, you did. You told me that, and you told me something else yesterday too. You said the Dodgers had negative run line.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen, don't get me wrong. There's some times where you might want to do it regardless of it being a bad bet, but sometimes you don't want to go there.
Man, I paid the price for it last night, man. I ain't gonna lie, I did.
Yeah.
Do I do it again today? Is the multi-million-dollar question. And the answer to that question is yes. Yes, I do. I'm on the Dodgers. I ain't mad at nobody going 2.5. I'm not mad at nobody going 2.5. I just think Sunday late, I think they kicked the crap out of the Nationals. I don't think this is a great spot for the Nationals. Nationals on this West Coast tour. They'll be in San Diego, then Anaheim. I just think this is a good spot tonight for the Dodgers to bounce back. I don't think it has nothing to do with starting pitchers. I don't think they factor. I just think the Dodgers have a good night offensively. That's it. That's all. I just think the Dodgers have a good night offensively. So maybe a Dodgers team total over if you wanna get away from trying to bet the Dodgers, in that instance. But you should be fine with a run line here, maybe even a 2.5. Just letting y'all know my thoughts. But the one that I like the most here in this slot is Sunday Night Baseball. And I told you guys a lot what I love doing. I love betting on home teams during Sunday Night Baseball. Mets got them one yesterday. Shout out to them. Finally ended the cold streak. No surprise there. They usually do that. The home team come out, win the first one. They lose the second one, set up the Ripper game on Sunday Night Baseball, and the home team kicks the crap out of them. That's how I usually see it playing out. And I think that's how it plays out tonight. I'm on the Philadelphia Phillies. I think that my guy Luzardo has a good outing. I think that the Phillies get to Peterson a little bit. I know he's been good, but I think this is just a bad spot for him tonight. The Mets still in their worst stretch of their season, and one win is not enough for me to just be like, all right, it's over, and to trust them on the road Sunday night baseball. The Phillies fans gonna be rocking tonight. It's just a spot play for me here. We'll be back on the Mets here soon. They go home tomorrow. We'll be on the Mets tomorrow. They got the Braves coming in, so we're gonna be on the Mets in the entire series, the next 4 games here soon. Just don't like the spot for New York tonight. Give me Philly. Chris?
Might as well stay on it since it's already up on the screen. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Jesus.
Jesus who?
Jesus Luzardo very well could throw a complete game shutout today. Perfect game watch. Last 2 weeks, you have the best team in baseball against left-handed pitching in the Philadelphia Phillies against the worst team in baseball against lefties in the New York Mets. Phillies hitting 356, Mets hitting 182. And, yeah, the Mets are trash. This is what I've been waiting for. This bullpen, god-awful. 5.65 ERA in the last 7 days. This is the Mets I was waiting to see. So The free fall starts. So. Give me the Phillies run line -1.5. Jesus Luzardo's gonna shut it down today. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Dodgers here. It depends on how long Ohtani wants to go in this game. That's the key to this one. If anyone can find information on Ohtani, keep doing the deep dive closer to first pitch. But if he goes anything extended in this game, even if it's 5 innings, I think that's more than enough for me. I have my concerns about this Nationals bullpen. I just think Mike Soroka's in a tough spot. Yeah, give me the Dodgers here.
Jovan.
Checking out a couple things. Sheesh. I like the over in the Nationals Dodgers game. You know, like I said, I don't like dealing with 9.5s. You know, those are, for me, they're reserved for, the Colorados, Coors Field and a couple other spots. But given, how the Nationals bullpen looks, how Mike Soroka, he's known to give it up. And with this being a opener spot, Will Ohtani only going 1 or 2 innings, at most, and then them having to switch up pitchers every so often. I just see it's conducive for a lot of runs. Winds blowing out to straight to center, at 11, 12 miles an hour. We already know that the Dodgers, they're gonna have their chances at scoring some runs. In the first 2 games of the series, have gone over. So I'll roll the dice and back to over at 9.5. Think this thing gets to double digits. I want to back KC with Seth Lugo on the mound. San Diego hasn't looked well at the plate, even though they do have the talent. But on the other side, can the KC Royals get to Randy Vasquez, who, he battles. That's all you can ask for, from a mediocre pitcher. And, quite frankly, he's been pitching well, 3.70 ERA this season. So I don't like the game, but if anything, gun to my head, I would lean KC just because of the pitcher matchup. So really what I'm saying is first 5 KC. It's going to be more juice to KC. So there's that, but that's the side I'll be leaning on. I'll eliminate the bullpen action in this one. So KC first 5.
There we go. Wayne, how you see today's action shaping up?
You can go ahead and keep that on the screen. I agree with Jovan. The only difference is I'm taking the Royals full game. Pretty much what he said. I like the Royals. I think they do have the pitching advantage with Lugo, and that's no disrespect to Vasquez, solid pitcher, but I do feel like Lugo has a small edge, and they got the edge on the back end too. Padres bullpen has been suspect the last 10 to 5 games, and that's where the run's been given up later in the game. And Royals, what scares me off them is their batting. But outside of yesterday, the outlier where they only had 1 run, they actually turned their bats up over their last 5. So I like the confidence that they've been playing with as a team. But when they're batting, they're a tough team. We see them get hot with the bats early in the season and go on a run. Another reason, so my notes are a little all over the place, that I can't take the Padres right here. They haven't won back-to-back games in forever. Y'all go tell me when the last time the Padres won a back-to-back game. So until they can show me they can win back-to-back, they have a tough task to do with the pitching matchup. Let me get on to the next game. Mets. In Phillies, we're gonna take the under. I got enough respect for Peterson. I think Luzardo actually has a decent outing as well, and don't respect the Mets bats currently. While Philly's been batting hot with a pitcher like Peterson, I think he can definitely limit the runs from Philly, and we'll take the under in that one.
That's Major League Baseball for today, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We covered all of the games underneath the sun. Now we move on to hoops. Before the Game 7 NBA Finals game, we're going to talk some WNBA basketball. Good card tonight. 5 games. Hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to schedule a 5-game WNBA card on the same day as the NBA Finals. Genius. Come on.
I don't know. Game 1, man. People might be tuned into that first WNBA game. I ain't gonna say it's gonna garner
the first 3
the attention of the championship, but hey,
the first 3 are.
I might get some views.
Yeah, that first one is at 3:00 or 2:00, but the good one tonight, Liberty Storm, is right up against the finals. Like, what the fuck?
Nobody's watching that.
So, hey, it is what it is. But let's do it. Let's cover them, man. We'll go all 5 here, and if you got any thoughts on them, you can talk on them. So the first one on the board is my hometown team, the Dallas Wings. They're 4.5-point road underdogs. They're on the road in Washington, battling with the Mystics, total 166. We got the Indiana Fever out on the road facing the Aces of Las Vegas. They're favored to beat the Aces in Las Vegas, 1.5-point road favorites, total 171.5. We got the Chicago Sky. They're out on the road facing the Dream of Atlanta. Dream are sizable home favorites, like 15.5 and growing, total 159.5. We have the Connecticut Sun, the worst team in the entire league, out on the road versus the Valkyrie of Golden State. The expansion team laying a big girl number, man, 9.5, win by double digits. Do they do it? We'll discuss. And last game of the night, man, I think the best game on the entire card. Got the Seattle Storm at home, at the crib, where they're a different team, monster, and animal with the defending champs, the best team in this league, the New York Liberty, off a loss, rolling in. One half of the WNBA layup session. The franchise player, Chris Ruffalo. How you see today's action in the WNBA shaping out? You're muted. Nah, you were trying to talk shit about me earlier. Now look at you. Yeah. Got him.
No, you didn't. You were playing pantomime. My mute at least lasted like 5 seconds.
Because I caught you. I could have let you rock out.
Nah, I would have caught myself. you were stuck in the.
He was in the vortex.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Jay bailed my ass out there. I probably would have been talking for about a minute and a half before I realized. Yeah, give me the Liberty. The Liberty off a loss for me has been a profitable system, basically going back to last year. I know the Storm are a team that we normally try to back at home, but I just think that the Storm, not a good enough rebounding team to take advantage of the absence of Jonquel Jones. I just think the Liberty get it done here. I'm going to take the Connecticut Sun plus the 10. It's the first time Valkyries are being favored this season in any game. I understand they just beat the Fever. I understand the Connecticut Sun are still the worst team in the WNBA, but I still think 10 points is too many here. So give me the Sun.
Fair enough. From the franchise player, Chris Ruffalo, Javon. What's like in this slot?
Those bum ass Skies, man.
Trash.
Yesterday was awful.
Trash, bro. Pissed me off. I had him yesterday. Made me mad.
Yeah, I refrained from taking them, but we gave out them bum ass Sky. This number's large though, man. I mean, look, but they lost by 19 yesterday. I mean, this is what they've been doing, But with that, I mean, damn, what's this? 3 straight blowout losses. Sheesh. This
You know what that means, right?
The dream of 9-4, 9-4 against the spread. I mean, look, I'm not touching it, and I don't want to recommend it, but I'm a back the Sky. I'm a back Chicago. It is what it is. Something's got to give with these with these. I don't want to say anything disparaging, but so let me chill out. But yeah, but yeah, it could get crazy real quick. But yeah, I'll take this. That's just a lot of points. That's really the only reason why I'm backing them. It's a whole lot of points, and they got to look at themselves in the mirror and say that damn, we could do better than this. And then next thing you know, they're down by 25. But is Asia Wilson playing? If she is, I'm on the Aces.
She should be. I haven't seen.
She should be. I think she is. She should be. I had to go recheck the lineup.
She's in concussion protocol before last game, but yeah, only ones I see on the Aces injury report are Gustafson and Parker Tyus, so Wilson's playing.
Yeah, I'm a back the Aces. They gotta get out of this 500. I mean, below 500 standard that they're in. 5-7 right now. Going up against the Fever, Caitlin Clark. So it's gonna be a packed stadium. Best player in the league. Year in and year out, going up against the phenom, the woman who is saving the league. So, it's one of these watershed games as far as I'm concerned, and I think that the Aces get it done despite their troubles on the court.
Fair enough. Wayne, how you feeling in the dub?
Man, that's crazy. I'm in agreement with everybody on every pick. I agree with the Suns and versus Golden State, as Chris alluded to. Just too many points. I think the Suns team is a little better than their record shows. They've been they've had a lot of injuries and haven't really had a consistent lineup to show with those injuries what they can do, which brings me to a point when they start getting healthy and these players that aren't used to minutes are getting these heavy minutes and now they're going back to their roles. They're gonna start taking advantage of some of these points they're getting. I think today is the day where they can kind of take advantage of that line. I'm on the Sky. I would not be surprised at all. Hear me out. If the Sky win this game outright, but I'm going to take the points. Dream. They struggle with teams with bigs. Brittany Griner is not that good. She's highly overrated. I like Atlanta guard play. Their bench is a little suspect, and Atlanta will let you down. I forgot. I think they got upset by the Suns this year. They've been upset, or they've been upsetted as this type of favorite before this season. So it would not surprise me if the Sky sneak in here and get one outright. But I'm gonna take the points. I agree with Jovan taking a Las Vegas. I think the hype of Caitlin Clark is what it's supposed to be. She's one of the up and coming GOATs, but I think Asia Wilson shows that she's the queen of the WNBA right now, and uses the Caitlin Clark hype is going to be drawn to this game to show why she's the boss and get the Aces to win. Caitlin probably has an amazing game and a loss, and Asia Wilson dominates and grabs the win. I like Seattle. They kind of remind me of Minnesota last year. They're better than people give them credit for. They just continue to cover, and people continue to fade them and give them crazy numbers. So give me them as a home favorite against New York. I know how good New York is, but give me Seattle money line.
I agree. I like Seattle. They're just a different team, monster and animal at home at the crib. They're my Denver Nuggets of the WNBA. After the finals tonight, I think this offseason we're going to get some news about expansion. The NBA is getting ready to expand, and the city of Seattle will be getting their NBA team back, the Seattle Supersonics. They show up in droves for the Seattle Storm, hoping and wishing and praying for their Supersonics back, and they'll get them back here soon. The Liberty, they're still the best team in this league. They're just I would say they're kind of like in a Celtics spot right now, where the Celtics, I felt like a lot of the season were the best team in the league, but a lot of times in certain spots they kind of went through the motions. Seattle's a tough place to go and play. It's arguably the toughest place the Liberty have gone to play all season. The Liberty have had a kind of light schedule this season. The spot just yells Seattle to me. So I'm not overcomplicating. I love betting Seattle in Seattle, and I will be doing so tonight. I like the Valkyrie. It's a big number to lay, but it's this big for a reason. The Sun, I don't know how many more times I got to tell y'all, the worst team in this league. They're terrible. They're trash. Garbage. Worst team in this league. And while the Valkyrie, the expansion team, this is kind of head-scratching to lay this many points with them, especially following the huge win over the Fever. But I'm just going to tell you guys, I really like what I saw from them against the Fever. And if they play anything remotely close to how they played the Fever here against the Sun, this will be a 20-plus point blowout. I think if you just take the stigma, the narrative off of the Valkyrie, if you take the stigma of them being an expansion team off of them, you understand why this line's where it's at. The Sun are that bad. So I'm on Golden State laying the points in that one. No thoughts for me really on the Dream in the Sky. I can't believe I bet the Sky yesterday. They're fucking terrible. I will bet my hometown team today, the Wings, plus the points. I'm not mad at nobody taking a shot on the outright money line. They're in their best stretch of the season. They're finally got their wings underneath them. The chemistry starting to come together. They're finally starting to gel. That's been evident as they stacked their first back-to-back wins of the season. I think they got a legitimate chance to make it 3 in a row. The Mystics are not good. They're not. And I don't trust them.
Boy, stop it.
They're not. They're 5-8 basketball team. They got 2 more
Boy,
wins.
stop it.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
Dallas is good.
They're trending
Dallas is good.
They're trending in the right direction. You got a Mystics team who's
the Mystics have a tougher schedule than
you got the Wings who are playing.
They've had a tougher schedule than Dallas and got a better record.
I get it. I'm just saying. Would you be shocked if the Wings went in there and beat them today? Would you be shocked?
Yeah, because that's how good I think the Mystics is. I will be with you if you didn't say the Mystics weren't good. They are good. They got Shakira Austin is a beast. She was a beast by herself.
Yeah.
Now that she got Sykes back with the girl serving for USC, she was just as good as Juju, but she didn't get the hype Juju got. That team is like really built.
They have talent
pretty well over the last 2 years. Yeah,
they're not good.
I just want the Mystics to win by 20 so I can say that the Wings came out flat.
We'll see.
That's the only reason I wanted to win that game big. But
I like the Wings too, but saying the Mystics aren't good. Like, the mixes are good. The line is 4.5 for a reason. I think they cover it pretty easy today too.
It's 4.5 because they got 2 more wins than Dallas does. That's why it's 4.5. Take that away. This game was in Dallas. I think the Wings would be favored.
Y'all don't got no big. Y'all don't have no bigs no compete with Shakira Austin. Y'all best chance is to go out offensively, but the Mystics defense is too good. That's why Mystics. I didn't get to talk about this game. I really completely forgot about it. Dallas has the offense, and Mystics, their offenses are like the same, but Mystics' defense is way better. Dallas hasn't played defense all season. They have no big to slow down Shakira Austin, who's a top 5 big in the league. With Collier, with Asia Wilson, she's like as good as them.
We'll see. I'm on the Wings today. I like a money line. And if you think that's talking crazy, you really not gonna like how I'm finna talk in this one. All that Aja, the best player in the league talk, shut that shit up, man. That shit's over with. This is a passing of the guard. It's over. The best player in the league is Caitlin Clark. I'm standing on that hill. I'm dying on that hill. I'm there. The Aces are like, they're the pride and joy of the WNBA. They're the most recognizable franchise, and that's why they get the respect they get. But they ain't been that team this year. They're still regarded as the old Aces. They're not the new Aces. And the Fever, I really like how they've played post Caitlin Clark injury since returning. They needed to get punched in the mouth like they did against the Valkyrie. I think they come back in here re-locked in, and I think they're going to be too much offensively tonight for the Aces. I think that's ultimately how this ends up playing out tonight. There's a reason they're favored in Las Vegas. This is, again, not the Vases of the old. And I know this is an unpopular opinion. A lot of people still think Aja's the best player. I get it, but, man, tune in and watch Caitlin.
Caitlin needs to win a championship. It ain't just about her shooting threes and all that stuff. She's the face of the league. She's the savior of the league. She's not the best in the league just yet.
I'm past that championship talk.
Yep. Championship makes you one of the best.
She's improving right now in the NBA, man. That shit don't mean nothing.
It's like that in the NBA. It's like that in the WNBA.
It don't mean nothing no more. It doesn't mean anything.
It absolutely does.
But Jay, even if you go by stats, Caitlin Clark ain't ready for Asia yet. I'm not saying she won't be, but I think you're about 2 seasons too early before the fall off of Asia. Right, Asia's averaging a double-double.
I'm there. Style of play.
Caitlin can never. Not yet.
Style of play mattered to me, bro. Let me know when Aja Wilson coming down pulling from 30. Let me know when she do that. Let me know when she do that. You know what I mean? She not doing
what
it.
What do you mean? You better check them game logs. She damn sure ain't having 25.
She bodying in the paint. She's a great, you know what I mean? This is like, let me compare. This is Steph Curry versus because Caitlin not even Steph. Caitlin is really like Trae Young. That's really who she play like. She really play like Trae Young. It's like comparing Trae Young to, let me see, Aja reminds me of like who does Aja remind me of in the NBA? I'm going to say like, who's a good big?
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I was just about to say. It's like comparing Cade Cunningham to Anthony Davis. To be
I think it's like Trae Young to
honest
Anthony
with you, it's like Cade Cunningham is good.
Don't disrespect Wilson by comparing her to day-to-day Davis. Don't do that.
It's Trae Young.
She's not because you can't compare to Jokic because she doesn't have the assist numbers, but double-double machine, or at least used to be a double-double machine.
Still is.
No, she's not.
I'm just starting that narrative. I'm on the Caitlin train. So.
6'5" waste of space.
And I think she has a huge game tonight and propels her team to a dominant road win. That's all I'm saying.
It goes.
Yeah,
it's Clark 1, Nafisa Collier 2.
What? I'm about to get off this show, bro. Don't you ever. Nafisa Collier is the best player in the WNBA. I've been saying that since last season. Don't you ever say that Caitlin Clark is better than Nafisa Collier. Real talk. They all
Nafisa, okay.
almost got the same damn assist, and she plays power forward.
Okay.
That's a double-double machine, almost in a triple-double. She's averaging 5 assists as a power forward, and over 10 rebounds, and over damn near 20 points. She's in the running for MVP the last 2 to 3 seasons for a reason. Can't do it.
Because this is only year 2 of Caitlin Clark.
Year 2.
No argument. I'm not saying what Caitlin Clark.
I just think, I don't know. If you said to me right now, who do I want taking the final shot of a game with 5 seconds to go, I'm saying Caitlin Clark.
I'm saying the Nafisa Collier. Yeah, obviously don't why. Bro, when has Minnesota been
25 in the first half against Liberty, bro? We're like the defending champs. What you want, bro? What you want? 25.
Like Jovan says, until you see it producing winning basketball It's really just stats. Nafisa Collier has got Minnesota to the championship. When have the Lynx ever been a championship team?
I'm just saying.
Okay, but we're also talking about the fact that Caitlin Clark.
I'm saying I'm always early to the party. I'm always one early to the party. So I'm saying I'm the same guy. I'm just keeping it consistent. I said the Fever this season will be the third best team in the WNBA, behind the Lynx and the Liberty. I think that they'll be right there battling in the end, and we'll see if they're able to. Which one's in their conference? I can't think off the top of my head. We'll see if they're able to eclipse one of them to make it interesting. But that's how I'm feeling. And I know the Fever's record doesn't necessarily reflect that in this exact moment, but that's because Caitlin was out for an extended amount of time. Now that she's back, I think they finna light some shit up. And I think tonight's a great spot to show that again. So we'll see. We shall see, but I'm on that Caitlin train, y'all. I'm on it. And I ain't getting off.
I like the Fever. I like the Fever as a team, but
being on a train is one thing. I don't fault you for that. You know, I mean, listen, she's a hell of a player. You know, but yeah, she's arrived in a sense, but she hasn't arrived as the best player in the league. She still needs some accomplishments to do that. She needs some MVPs. She needs some titles hoisted over her head. You know, that's what she needs. So, and maybe she'll get there.
Really
maybe she'll get there this year. Maybe she'll get there in the next couple of years.
We're at the beginning of that, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
We're now in year 6 of Nafisa Collier. We are in year 2 of Caitlin Clark. The trajectory is the same, 100%. I get it. Nafisa Collier is on is championship contending teams, whatever. We're talking about Caitlin Clark, who came in and was a key contributor for a team that had single-digit win totals in 3 of the previous 5 seasons, and immediately lifted them to a 500 record and their first playoff appearance in, God, what was it, 6 years? Maybe longer?
In her defense, I mean, people were already trending up with their high draft picks the year before with Aaliyah Boston, and I agree, Caitlin Clark is great. She's going to be great. Y'all just disrespect a lot of WNBA players who have proven themselves. There's Kelsey Mitchell on Caitlin Clark's same team is almost just as good as Caitlin Clark, and nobody talks about that. Go look at the numbers. It's like don't overhype something. Let it be. Let it be.
She's good. She's not Caitlin. And I just want people to just understand that. Like, it's okay to understand the hype. It's okay. How it looks matters. It always has. It always will. Style of play always matters. It's why people fell in love with Curry and why he was the first unanimous MVP.
A lot of people fell in love with Curry because a lot of people are soft out there and can't bang, can't do certain things on the court. They love shooting. They love people that shoot threes because that's the one thing that a lot of people think that they can do. You know, it's not the dunks and all that. Those are things that, you know, people say, oh, I can't do that. I'm in awe of that. Shooting a three-point shot is something that, you know, anyone thinks they could do, even if they can't, you know. You know, when I was young playing ball, you know, when I was light in the ass, I love to shoot threes. I'll shoot a 3 in a minute. But once I got my weight up, that's when I was, you know, I would easily, you know, go into the lane, you know, and bang with the big boys, you know. So I look at it like that.
Fair. We'll see. We got plenty of time to break it all down and talk about it. That's hoops, man. We got piped up about some WNBA hoops. So I only imagine what's heading out. My camera is it's running hot. That's what's happening if y'all are wondering. It's been a long morning. But now we head to the last and final segment of the day, what a lot of people are here for, which is NBA basketball. Game 7, NBA Finals. Huge game tonight. Huge game. First NBA Finals since 2016. Only the 5th Game 7 in the last 30 years. These things don't happen often, ladies and gentlemen. These things don't happen often. They got the Oklahoma City Thunder at 6.5-point home favorites. Total 214.5. Man, oh man, oh man, mama. We're here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Javon, you're up first. How you feeling?
You said there was 5 in the last 20 years?
30, I believe. 5.
Last 30, yeah, because I'm not sure I could name the 2016. Both Heat Spurs series went 7. Am I correct?
I think one of them did.
One of them did?
Yeah.
I know for sure one of them did. I could have swore. Oh no, because the Spurs smoked them in the next year. 2010 Lakers Celtics. Sure. Before that, I don't think any of that decade in the 2000s did. Besides, yeah, I think no. Detroit Spurs did. They went 7-05, I believe.
I had to pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up.
And before that, the 90s. Jeez, the 90s. Yeah, I don't think any of those went 7 in the 90s. Did the 99 one, Knicks Spurs? I don't think they did. Before that, 1989. No, not 1988. Detroit Lakers.
So the last, it was 2015.
Yeah. No, 2016.
2015, 2016.
Yeah.
2012, 2013.
Yep.
2009, 2010.
2010. Yep.
And then 2004,
2005. Yep.
Yep, those are, and then this year, those are the last 5.
Yeah. So this year included. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I was scrolling. I know I got it right. So I'm
scrolling through that Rolodex.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, we're here at Game 7, and for me up until this point, and I knew this going into it, but I kind of didn't want to give it a lot of credence. It's not that Indiana's an on par team with the OKC Thunder, is that they present a major matchup problem. Probably one of the only teams in this league, the only team in this league that present that problem to the Thunder. Young, got multiple guys that could shoot threes, and fill it up.
There were two.
Don't have that 1 minute they just lean on. Defensively they stepped it up. They're young enough, they're athletic enough, that to give OKC problems. A lot of other teams in this league, they don't do what the Indiana Pacers do. So, commendable performance by the Pacers. I did not see them blowing out OKC. I saw them winning last game, Game 6, but I did not see them washing the Thunder like they did. Now that leaves this game in flux, and it's a real question on who's going to win this game. Bottom line, with that said, in Game 7 under is definitely a thing. I'm on the under. It's at 214.5 right now. It's been fluctuating 215.5, 213.5. It went up, back to 214.5. Game 7, rough and tough, dog fights. That's how we seen it in the history of the NBA. The fact that these teams can score on both sides, it makes me take a step back on, whether to touch it like that or not. But, listen, and the fact of the matter is, Indiana, they haven't stayed under this team total that they have 104.5, 103.5 all series. So it could get there even with the pomp and circumstances of this game, and with the way the refs are going to call it, because they're going to swallow the whistle. But at the end of the day, I think that one of these quarters are going to be the determining factor of this one staying under as opposed to going over. So I'll take the under.
Wayne, how you feeling here, my man?
Feeling confused on how the Pacers are even getting points here. They're the best cover team in the playoffs, going against a Thunder team who's under 500 as far as covering the spread. So the spread wise, it's hard not to look the Pacers' way. Off-season moves really helped the veteranships that the Pacers continue to bring in. And even just bring somebody like Johnson, who doesn't play, just the mentorship that he brings to the table. You got bringing in guys like Siakam, Turner, OKC brought in some guys, but they didn't bring in the veteranship to help these young boys who's been balling. As Jovan mentioned, the Pacers style of play, their three-point shooting is tough to beat. They have no one man that you need to double team, but they have no one man that you can actually just leave open and play 4-on-5 basketball. They all punish you in different ways. They have coming off the bench, they have the more reliable scoring with the veteranship of experience. I think this OKC, it's kind of like Golden State that year where they had the best record in the league. It was just kind of a year early when it comes to the playoffs, just a little bit too young. And I think that comes back to bite them. I do think that they get a championship with this team, but this ain't the year. I think it's Pacers to win it.
From Wayne. Man, we're here, man. Damn, I recorded my last NBA jam session of the season this morning. What a season. What a year. Thank you all for being here, being a part of it. If you watch the jam session all season, man, you know how near and dear both of these two teams are to me. I ran the numbers earlier this postseason or earlier in this series. Over the last 3 seasons since I became a professional, my most bet team, my most profitable team, the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies. I bet them more so than any other team. Number 2, my second most bet team, the Indiana Pacers. Yeah, guess who the third team was? Do y'all know?
Lakers.
Magic.
The
Mavericks.
Mavs or Magic. Got to be.
The Mavericks. Fourth was the Mavericks.
Magic got to be a top 5.
Magic 4. Magic were 4.
Lakers.
I believe 5 might have been the Nuggets. I think 5 was the Nuggets.
Probably the Jazz. Yeah, Nuggets or Jazz would make sense. I know you bet the Jazz a lot. I do too.
So, yeah, those are my 5 most bet teams. 1 Thunder, 2 Pacers, 3 Mavs, 4 Magic, 5 Nuggets. I just thought it was interesting to kind of go back and look at it.
And since February 1st, it's Lakers by a landslide.
Whatever. I thought it was interesting, but the reason I went back and even looked was because I know I've watched more of these two teams over the last couple seasons than most people. Like during the regular season, most people are just not sitting down watching a Tuesday night Indiana Pacers basketball game. They're not tuned in to a Tuesday night Oklahoma City basketball game. A lot of people tuned into these teams here in the postseason. I say that to say, last year, the Indiana Pacers were in the Eastern Conference Finals. And coming into this year, I placed a ticket on them to make the Eastern Conference Finals again. And I was saying that a lot this season during the regular season. While I think the Pacers were really good, they were undervalued, and the value on them never truly reflected how good they were. God damn it. My camera died again. Chris, go. I'm sorry. You don't have to go because it's going to I'll be right back.
I'm trying to just pull up the numbers here, but I'm also trying to find what the biggest extended line I can lay with the Thunder is. This is Blowout City tonight.
Damn.
Yeah. The Thunder have the largest home margin, or point differential, sorry, I should say, in NBA history through 12 games, plus 247. I get that a lot of that was probably that Memphis series, but I'm trying to pull up the number here because basically the point I'm trying to make is when you look at the Thunder in the postseason, they have just been a completely different team from a defensive perspective when they're at home. Let's see, home. If you look at defensive efficiency at home in the playoffs, the Thunder, God damn it, these damn pop-ups, what the hell? They've been absolutely just shutting teams down. 106 points per 100 possessions allowed, a plus 8.5 net rating. You know, they've just been crushing. When you take them on the road, that's where they really struggle, not just in this series, but in the entire playoffs. And I just think that this is a spot where, you know, they're at home, where they've been at their best. I got to roll Thunder here. See what the biggest. I can go minus 33.5 at plus 2,200. I don't think it's gonna be that bad, but I go up to like 16.5. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be below.
What number are you getting on 16.5?
Plus 290.
Just curious about what number. Oh, dang.
Say your money, bro.
Yep. I don't know though. It seems like you should get more money. So it seems like the books are kind of scared at that price. Chris might
Here's
be
what I
on
was
some, but I doubt it.
Here's what I was getting ready to say. All the numbers and shit that y'all want to look at, you can look. There's a million numbers that'll tell you a million different things. None of that shit matters. Take everything you know and throw that shit out the window. Poof, it's gone. This is game 7. Like all that shit don't matter. What matters here, and why I ultimately am on the Indiana Pacers, and why not only do I think they keep this game close, I think they win their first NBA title in NBA history, is how good this team has been all postseason long in the specific moments. Homework for all of you. I want you to tune in into the Indiana Pacers run. I want you to watch it start to finish, highlights on YouTube before this game. That's what I want you to do. That's my homework for you. And just really sit there and be like, God damn, Indiana had this many moments. They came up this big and this many times this postseason. Just every time you thought they were dead. They never were. They never were. And I don't think they are tonight either. I don't think they are. One thing that I've kept consistent, I heard a lot of 4-0 talk. I heard a lot of 4-1 talk. I never thought that was the case. A lot of people put too much emphasis on how good Oklahoma City has been defensively. I'm the same guy's been yelling from the mountaintops. Fuck that. The NBA is not the NFL. And defense no longer wins championships. I'm a huge believer in that. And in the game of basketball, offense will always overcome great defense. It's just how it happens. This is not football. It's not football. Somebody at this level, these guys are that good. It don't matter how good a defense you play. Could be all up in this dude's grill, and he will still drill the shot. It's just how basketball is, how it always will be. The game has evolved. And I think tonight, a lot of people betting that under. I understand why they're betting that under. Historically, the under has been the play in Game 7. No matter how you slice it. You take out the first game, you take out the first series, you take out the first round playoff series, and you just bet unders in Game 7, bro, you up $1 million. I get it. But this has been a different type of series. This has not been the way that everybody told you it would be. Remember, everybody said Thunder was going to sweep these boys. Thunder was going to pack these boys up. Thunder were head and shoulders the better basketball team. That's not the case. We're here, right now, 3-3. That's even. It don't get more even than this. And the Thunder have been really good at home. They have been really fucking good at home. But in that same breath, y'all know how many home losses the Thunder got against the East the last 2 seasons? 2. And you know who they're both against? Indiana. So Indiana can go in there and beat these boys. We've seen it happen. I'm on the over tonight. I'm on Indiana outright money line tonight. Them boys go and get this shit done and hoist their first one in NBA history. The Thunder will be fine. The Thunder will be back. I likely think they acquire Kevin Durant after losing tonight. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home.
That'll be a mistake.
It might be.
Yeah, it really will.
It might.
They need a.
Might be, might not. But I think that's how it's playing out. And I'm just here to let y'all know my thoughts, my opinions. I'm not here to sway you. I'm here to let y'all know how I see it playing out. And I think Indiana has been too good in moments this postseason. I think the role players for Oklahoma City will ultimately not be there. And the role players for Indiana have outplayed them this entire series. Shea, can you get it done from the mid-range? You haven't shown me that this series. You have more turnovers than assists. J-Dub, you've had some really good games, but I need Chet. I need Caruso. I need Cason Wallace. I need all them. I need Lou Dort in them, and I don't trust them. This is still a really young, inexperienced team. They have never been in this moment. The moment get too big, bro. They're gonna fucking choke. I sat back and watched the last game 7 there was and watch how tight it got at the end. And Curry, man, hell of a season. They were 73-9 that season. He played like fucking ass in that game 7. Terrible.
They should have lost before that series anyway.
Yeah, you can say what you want. They've been saying that about the Pacers.
But the point of that is it just shows that a great season doesn't equal a championship.
All that great shit, all that things that you've done in the regular season and up until this point
doesn't equate in game 7.
Means nothing. And I'm here to tell you I don't trust the extras for Oklahoma City tonight. And I'm on Indiana ultimately outright money line. That's where I'm at.
You convinced me.
That's where I'm at.
Thunder minus 14.
I mean, I agree with Jay's thesis on like a lot
of Thunder minus 19.5 at plus 460. Thunder minus 26.5 at plus 1,000.
I don't know, Jay, because when I watched in game 6, that was defense that got the Pacers that win those steals, getting in the lanes or passing lanes, getting transition points. That started with defense.
I would more so just attribute it to inexperience of a really young team in the biggest moment of their lives. That's what I attribute that game to.
Nah, I mean, listen, the
moment was too big.
The bottom line.
Them boys was deer in headlights from the tip. It didn't matter what the hell they did. Them boys was deer in headlights. It
wasn't deer in the headlights. It was more of they popped that champagne before it was actually popped, and then they got it to that early lead. They thought shit was sweet, and Carl Lau, as the great coaches do, called the timeout and told his guys, "Listen, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? This is it." And a flip got a switch got flipped. Is the bottom line, and and then you saw the deer in the headlights moment where, oh shit, they came to play, and we couldn't do anything about it. And quite frankly, OKC, an uncharacteristic basketball play, their worst game of the season, with all those turnovers. You don't see SGA going to the lane and going back and trying to, make a silly pass like that. He doesn't play that type of mistake basketball. You got other guys in the league that do, but you haven't seen him do it, and he did it in game 6. So I mean, here's his chance to right those wrongs.
We've seen Shea struggle mightily teams in the postseason, and they both have had the same approach. Shea, we're not letting you get 5+ assists. We're not letting you do it. You want to score 50 from the mid-range. You want to score 50 from the mid-range. We're going to let you get to your spot. Shoot that shit. Shoot. Get fouled. Go to the line. Beat us. And he hasn't been able to do it. And he's been trying to get everybody else involved, and that's why his turnovers are high. That's why the role players for Oklahoma City haven't been as involved as you guys may think. I think that's the game plan again tonight.
It's probably the wrong approach by him because, if what's got them there is him taking those shots that need to be taken. And then once he does that, then he could dish it out to other guys. He's trying to get guys involved first. That's not his game. That's Jason Tatum's game. Get guys involved first, and then the second quarter, or towards the end of the first quarter, you start getting involved. That's not SGA. SGA is get his, and get his some more, and then get the other guys involved. Him or Jay Williams. You know what I'm saying? So I think from a strategical standpoint, they've been outcoached this series. And the execution hasn't been there, and the Pacers have out executed them. Bottom line.
Are we gonna give any of the role players credit? As Jay kind of mentioned, I think the stars are going to be the stars, but we don't give the role player for the Pacers enough credit. Your Nimhard, your Benedict Mathurin, your Nate Smith, your Obi Toppin, like, yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people are betting OKC based off a regular season and being at home, and that doesn't get you a Game 7 win. Like, we got to talk players, we got to talk coaches. Like, that gets you Game 7 wins.
And that's all I'm saying too, Wayne.
When we're talking players and coaches, it should be Indiana. It should be Indiana clear if we're talking players and coaches.
Then why do teams?
Y'all want to talk regular season? If y'all want to talk,
then why do teams fight for home court?
Because it is an
home court definitely
advantage. Well, right.
We're just saying like we're gonna throw it out like it means nothing.
But is it worth 6.5? That's all I'm asking. Is home court worth 6.5?
For a team that was 36-6 in the regular
Hell no,
season.
not against the way the Pacers been playing.
Hell no, it's not. It's not worth 6.5.
We're not saying those are against 29 other teams. Those stats aren't against the Pacers. And as Jay said, the Pacers have played very well against OKC, even in a loss.
But they're the same teams they got to go through to get there.
I think the last 5 in Oklahoma City, these two
I'll give you that.
My head are 2 and 3. It's the Pacers have won 2 of 5 in Oklahoma City the last 2 seasons. So,
okay, just my mindset. All jokes aside about the alternate lines and all the bullshit. Which team of these two would you say has been more, I don't say tested, but has come closer to flirting with disaster from round 1 up until now?
The Pacers.
but I don't think that means anything.
But I think it does, because who's the only team here in this playoffs that's played a Game 7?
Oklahoma City played a Game 7 against
and they
Denver.
kicked the shit out of the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that's going to happen here. I'm just saying these are two teams that have played the same amount of Game 7s when it comes to Indiana in that run that they had last year, and
when they walked into New York and took that shit over.
I'm just saying we just can't. I'm just saying I'm not giving one side a massive edge over the other in terms of Game 7s played. For me, that cancels out.
That's all I'm at. All I'm asking is, where's the 6.5 point edge? I've been hearing about this edge the entire series. I've been hearing about how Oklahoma City is the better team all fucking series, and here we are, Game 7. So where's the edge? So where is it? That's what I'm asking.
Listen, my whole thing is
if you're telling me
you just proved my point with that Denver.
If you're telling me it's in the home court, I don't agree.
Nah, my whole thing is this: OKC has led by far more minutes than Indiana. It's just that Game 1, we saw what happened. 0.3 seconds. That's the only time that Indiana led. They came back, they stormed back. Really, Game 6 was really the only game where they absolutely crushed OKC. So if you want to look at it quarter by quarter, OKC has it, but that means nothing because it's tied 3-3. So I'm not going to play that game where, OKC, they've been the better team. Or it's 3-3, and this is for all the marbles. It's saying simple as that. So listen, we're going to be on one side or the other. That's for damn sure. So
that Denver game that you brought up, Chris, is go ahead, Jerron, my bad.
Nah, so I know what side you're on, Jay. I know what side you're on, Chris. y'all ain't gonna know what side I'm on. But yeah, you know, hey, this is one of the more intriguing seasons that
last
series
point
that
from
we're ever gonna see, though. You know, because we don't have the big stars, the LeBrons, the Steph Currys, the KDs. We don't have that this year. You know, name the last year where we had. I mean, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. He is who he is. He's one of the best in the game. But as far as popularity goes, he's not as popular. He's not a name brand figure out there, you know, for the masses.
He's not
So,
a top five. He's not a top 5 name in the NBA.
No. It's not even saying the NBA, like, because in NBA circles, he's that deal. I'm just saying as far as the casual.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
NBA watcher or the casual sports watcher.
He's not a top.
He's not gonna pull in. Well, let's name the 5: LeBron, Curry, KD. You can even say Tatum.
Luka, and
Wemby.
You could say the Joker. Nah, not Wemby.
Gotta have Wemby. I mean, he's down the face.
I would say Wemby.
Brian Scalabrine.
About the face, he got more TV games than anybody.
They had the Spurs playing a random game in France this season just because they knew what they was doing. Like, you know.
Okay. My thing is that you can make it's all about the narrative that you can make for either side. Is going to be about basically the side drawn. It's like we do when we're talking about games and we're giving out picks that we normally give out anyways. You guys can talk about what the Pacers have done on the road and what the Pacers have been able to do, away from home. I can come back and say that I think that the line is justified because all 10 wins for the Thunder at home this season have been by at least 7 points. 9 of them have been by double digits. You could also say that the Pacers already won a game in OKC. So again, it's all about what side you're on. The case is going to be made for that side. You can make a case for both sides, for both money line, spread, and both sides have a
my last rebuttal because I thought about this. My last rebuttal because I thought about this when first brought up that Denver game, and as I keep preaching to y'all, stars are going to be stars. Jokic went the hell off. SGA went the hell off. The reason the Thunder won because their role players were better. They outplayed the Denver role players. That's like the dying of a dynasty. Those role players, Michael Porter Jr., those guys, they're going to leave. They're just not. The chemistry is not like it was when they won. OKC showed they had the better role players. Pacers tonight will show they're going to have the better role players. SGA is going to go off. J-Dub's going to go off. The same Hallie's going off, but when it comes to the role players getting you 15, 20 points, making those plays, it's going to come from the Pacers side. It's not going to be Dort. It's not going to be Case and Wallace. That's it is what it is.
Okay, then my counter question is that when the Indiana Pacers have lost the majority of their games in the playoffs, why is the first thing we talk about Tyrese Halliburton pulling out his Houdini act? If it's going to be the role players that are going to step up in his absence.
Because that's what it's been. Have you not been tuned in? The role players.
I have been tuned in. I'll tell you, when Tyrese Halliburton disappears,
and then Tyrese Halliburton comes to save the day. That's who they've been. That's why his nickname is literally the moment, because he doesn't have to be the best player throughout the game. He just has to show up in that moment. And that's what he's done all postseason long. That's why
more often than not.
You asked the question, I'm answering.
Okay, yeah, but you're not letting me.
It's so funny. That's why it was so funny when after the Eastern Conference Finals, we all thought Halliburton was going to get that trophy. Even he thought he was going to get that. No, you were not the best player. You were the best player in moments, but everybody else collectively, and that's why Siakam got it. I think like if you ask me who's the best player on the Pacers, it's Halliburton. I wouldn't be mad at somebody to say Siakam, but it's a collective. It's a collective. That's what I'm saying. So it's like I don't really put too much emphasis on that. I'm just answering.
But it's still, but whenever we've talked about why the Pacers have struggled, it's always about Tyrese Halliburton not showing up and disappearing. I'm just saying, I understand the case to be made that they have some great depth pieces. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying it's also been gone hand in hand that the Pacers struggled. What was Tyrese Halliburton's line in that game? That's always been sort of the tie-in in this postseason. More often than not when they've struggled.
For me, Game 7s is when the stars got to show out. It's always been like that. It's not going to change tonight. So if the Pacers want to do the damn thing and win a championship and hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy, contrary to what y'all saying, those role plays ain't going to mean a damn thing down the stretch. They're going to need either Pascal Siakam or Tyrese Halliburton to show up and show out. Because at the end of the game, things slow down and you got that man with that ball in his hand, and you're not gonna have, guys. They're gonna have more guys standing around than moving around in the late stages of that fourth quarter. So which side do you want to be on in that situation?
I know what side I want to be on. I want to be on the side with the better offense.
The better shooting side, the better.
I would be on the
better shooting side, the more reliable shooting.
Role players on the road, they fold. So.
Oh no! Last game.
It is what it is.
Last game 7 in the finals, I seen the role player make the biggest shot I've ever seen in my life. That's what I seen.
He wasn't a role player. He was robbing. That's not a role player.
I mean, he wasn't the best player on the floor. That's all I'm saying. He wasn't the best player.
Well, no. On the floor, he wasn't even
the third best player. He wasn't even the second best player on the floor. He was the third best player on the floor.
On the floor, yeah, if you want to count both teams. But he was second in command of that Cavs team. And then who made the best play of the game? The defensive play of the game.
Up for the layup. Black James. Man, it's gonna be.
Hey, whether Indiana wins or loses today, McConnell, let me holler at you. Come pull up on the Magic for me, man. We got a spot.
McConnell, for all he's done in this series, I don't think he's gonna be a factor tonight because they're on his bullshit. Listen, I've been watching McConnell ever since he was with Philly. I hate his ass, but he's a hard-nosed player who plays the right way. He's stayed in this league for this long for a reason, and what we've seen throughout these playoffs is the reason why he's still in this league.
I can talk about this shit all day, and I will be talking about it all day with everybody. So we could be here for 4 hours if y'all want to. We can argue. I love this shit, man. No better place I would rather be. Nowhere else I want to be. Talking NBA Finals Game 7 basketball. It's Game 7. Of course, it's going to be varying opinions. There's going to be people on each side, and everybody feels confident on why they're on that side. So that's why we're all going to be sitting around the TV later watching to see what happens. Can't wait to see how it all plays out, man. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. That's it. That's all, though, ladies and gentlemen. We covered everything under the sun. All 15 Major League Baseball, all 5 WNBA, and, of course, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. Money-making Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. We have premium plays over at the site. That's where our favorite plays are, the plays that we personally have the most money on. Chris, franchise, what you got over at Pick Dogs Premium today?
Yeah, we got to hurry up. I got to go take a Mets. For me today, I got my $19 MLB pickoff play. I had a 5-pack on the board, went off at the early game, but it's fine. We're still going to have plenty of action on the board today. I might put up a 3-pack for the later games. Also got a WNBA play of the day too. So make sure that you check that out. You can pair me up with any of the guys here. Pair all 4 of us up as part of a multi-capper promotion. You get the most amount of coverage through the dog days of summer. Check that out. But use that promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase.
Hop on with the franchise player, ladies and gentlemen, even though he likes the Thunder tonight. Nah, for real. Hop on with Chris, man. Continue to kick the crap out of the books, ladies and gentlemen. Jovan, Money Making Sunday. What you got on the board today and coming down the pipeline?
Yeah, I have a 3-pack in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. 3 strategic plays that I believe are going to hit. It's been quite a run for me in the finals. So looking to cap tonight off with a winning performance, and that should happen. Might put in a Major League Baseball play. I got to play, but I just want to take a couple minutes to really see if I want to make it a premium. And I might put in a WNBA play as well. But I will definitely put in a a player prop for tonight's game. So that'll make 4 NBA Finals players.
There you go. There you go. Hop on with Jovan. Continue to kick the crap out of the books, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne, what you got going on, Murdy?
Yeah, I have 3 MLB plays for the day. I have 1 NBA and 2 WNBA, so that'd be 6 plays in total. I have them all on the site, but I unfortunately have listed none of them for sale. I will have them out immediately after the show. But that also points me to say that's why being a long-term subscriber for any of our packs are good, because you're not waiting for a pack. You're not waiting for the best bet. As soon as we drop these plays, you'll already have them. So don't just jump on somebody's best bet. Get your bang for your buck. Grab one of these guys 3 days, 7 days, monthly pack. A lot of these guys are on the board, and even if they're not, I've seen these guys turn it around in a heartbeat. Everybody's on here is strong handicappers. But as far as myself, like I said, I have my MLB best bet out there. I have my NBA best bet, and I have a WNBA best bet. And I also have a 3-pack. It'll be there right after the show. If you want to rock with me, go over there to the site and grab it.
Hop on with Wayne, Big Dogs Premium, ladies and gentlemen. For me, I have an NBA play, a WNBA play, and a play in Major League Baseball. 8-10 last 10 in the NBA. I've hit 8 of my last 10. In the WNBA, we've hit 18. We're 18-8. On that play, and then in Major League Baseball, I am 6-2-1 last 9. So my top plays been seeing the board really well of recent. Just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward on all of them. You can scoop them all up in a 3-pack tonight, or you can buy them each individually. NBA 25, WNBA, and Major League Baseball 19. Let's do the damn thing, ladies and gentlemen. Quick question. Somebody says, man, stop playing with Kyrie. He was second best player on floor. Ask Curry. LOL, outplayed him. He did. He did outplay him. But we talking about 2015, 2016 Curry? First unanimous MVP ever, Curry? Stop it. And I love Kyrie. Stop it. Stop it. 73-9, Curry? Stop it.
that further proves the point that the best player on the floor doesn't always win Game 7. SGA can be the best player on the floor, but that doesn't mean he has the best team.
Man. Hey, that 73-9 season's like me going 13-1 on a parlay.
That's a good one. That's
on a 14-teamer for 80,000. Kidding me? So yeah, 79-3 gets you nothing. Man. I mean, 73-9 gets you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Money making Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Parlay time. It's that time of the show winding on down. Chris, what you got for us?
For the record, all this shit is going to be talked. It's going to be like an Alex Caruso legacy game, like 25 points. Like that's the kind of it's going to be some random shit like that happens tonight. Like that, it's going to be like out of nowhere, or it's going to be like Benedict Mathurin dropping 32, something out of nowhere. It's going to be some ridiculous line. Anyways, I'm just going to go player prop parlay. I'm going to go same game from that Cubs Mariners. Cal Raleigh home run, Ian Happ home run, and if you really want to get a little bit spicy with it, parlay it up with either over 2.5 or 3.5 runs in the first inning of that Colorado Arizona game. Just the home runs is plus 750. If you add the over 2.5, it's plus 2,900, and over 3.5, it's plus 5,200.
There you go, Jovan. What you got for us, my man?
Let's see. Orioles plus 1.5. Match it up with the Miami Marlins on the money line. Arizona, Colorado over. Match it up with the Red Sox and Giants under. And since we missed it yesterday, or since I didn't put it in yesterday, we'll put in that parlay for today with the player prop baseball. Cal Raleigh. We're going to match him up with Ralphie Devers. And then watch Ralphie Devers don't hit a damn thing.
Man, the Orioles up 2-0. Okay, Baltimore, turn me up. Wayne, what you got?
Oh, they did.
I'll
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you.
That's all right. We've been on for a minute.
I'll tell you about Kramer. I try to tell y'all, I got 10 pictures. I gave y'all 2 of them.
Sorry,
let
remind.
me modify that real quick for the Orioles then, since they're up 2-0. It can't be +1.5. So this is making money line.
I'm really really bad at math. How many innings is a baseball game again?
It's 9.
Yes, sir.
And two is less than 9, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm still good at numbers. All right.
The problem is how many can the
Shut up.
Hey, that ain't what you.
Let's see.
Don't poke holes in my logic, okay? I still have some.
You don't need to start 2-0.
Up 2-1 now. They just
The way the Yankees bat, and they don't want to start out. They don't want to start out 2-0 the way the Yankees been batting.
True.
Wayne, parlay, what you got for me?
Yeah, like I tried to say, hopefully somebody catches the jewels I'm trying to get y'all. I have 10 pitchers that when they are playing great teams, I take them. Kramer is one. Fade that is one. But on the other side of that, when they are favorite, hear me out, when they are favorite and supposed to win, playing a sorry-ass team, do not take these pitchers. Don't take Kramer. Don't take Fade that. When they are in spots where you believe they are going to beat this team, go opposite, and you'll be successful. I'm the #1 handicapping baseball handicapper on picked off for the past 2 seasons. Like this ain't it ain't by luck. Like I'm trying to give y'all some game. My parlay for today, I'm going to go play. Fortunately, sorry Jay, we're taking the Mystics money line. Hold on. Because it's a parlay and I want to win it. Mystics money line, A6 money line, Pittsburgh money line, Detroit Rays over. 4-teamer for y'all.
I just got a 2-teamer for y'all. Short, sweet, simple. It's really easy. Tonight, it's going to be a great night in the great state of Indiana. Give me the Indiana Fever money line. Give me the Indiana Pacers.
The Indianapolis Redbirds.
Go ahead and parlay that up with the Indianapolis Colts to win the division too while you're here.
Okay, well that ticket just went to shit in a hurry.
It's the year of Indy, man. They're gonna do it today for Jim Irsay, man.
God, why'd you have to bring up Jim Irsay? Now I'm an asshole.
They gotta do it for Irsay today, man.
Even more of an asshole than I already am.
Shout out to the Pacers. Shout out to the great state of Indiana, man. Y'all finna be turned tonight. Y'all finna be turned. That's where I'm at, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. That's all, man. We did it. 2-hour show. We ain't had one of these in a minute. Hey, but great crew of guys to do it with today. A lot of great action. Last game of the NBA season, man. 2024-2025 season. What a season it was. What a season it's been. Sad to see it go, but we'll see the 2025-26 season here soon. The Dog Days of Summer officially start tomorrow. So be here, be square, be Chris, and I believe Costi will be back. We're here to carry you through. So we'll see y'all then. Okay, last thing, appreciate y'all for 250 one more time. Yeah, that's it for me. Chris, Jovan, Wayne, any final words before we get out of here?
Nope. Need to go. Still need to go take.
Good luck with our best today.
Good luck. My camera just wasn't messing with me today.
Jay's camera. Oh man.
Yeah, Jay will make sure his camera's
more professional.
Ready throughout this week. So his camera will be more professional throughout the week.
Man,
overheating is real. I definitely understand. We're gonna have a GoFundMe to get my boy Jay a fan and get behind his equipment.
Yeah, I got a lot of lights behind it right now. So.
Yeah, I bet. It's heating up like a mug.
Yeah. It's all good. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Make it a winning day. We'll see y'all throughout the week. Check out our individual content. Money Making Sunday. Best bets at Pick Dogs Premium. We out of here. Peace.